Hi everyone, today we're talking about the Unitary Plan and the opportunities within. A lot of people have heard about it, they know it's happening, but they don't know what it means. And this is where the opportunities that come within is quite powerful. Probably the simplest way to explain it is, look at what Sydney is today within 5 kilometres. Everything that was single story in the 20, 30 years ago was pulled down and rebuilt 3-4 stories high. Everywhere you go around Sydney is now about 3 or 4 stories high within 5 kilometres. Come back to Auckland and stand yourself on top of Mount Eden. What we've got is what Sydney was 20, 30 years ago, where everything is single houses around, now coming of age. They're all built in the turn of the 1900 to about 1950s. They're all single level homes. Look at Ponsonby, for instance, look at the Onehungas, look at the Mount Edens and all that. The Unitary Plan is about higher density, increasing homes or accommodation on the same plan. There's large portions of Auckland that have quarter acre section with one house on it. In 20 years from now, most of these places will have a series of properties, maybe 3 or 4 at one level, and then another 3 or 4 2 or 3 levels higher, being multi-level. So quite often you'll see what is potentially today, or was, one house convert to 4, will now be potentially up to 10 houses or even 20 in some places. And these will happen mainly along the arterial routes of Auckland, like the Remieres, the Manukau roads, the Mount Eden roads, Sandringham roads, Great North, New North Road, and so on. This is the start off. The infill will follow after that. Why is this happening? It's purely because, again, the baby boomer situation, retirees will not necessarily all move down to Papamoa or Hamilton or whatever. Already Tauranga is stretched at the seam. You just imagine 5,000 Aucklanders going down to Papamoa, 10,000 maybe to Hamilton, 10,000 to Rotorua, and another 10,000. These towns won't be able to cope because their populations are only about 200, 300,000. 50,000 people living in Auckland to those areas is not going to make one iota difference to the Auckland shortage. As it is today, we're already 72,000 short. So the Unitary Plan is the solution that the Auckland Council has come up with to increase the density of buildings. So that means in the next 20 years you're going to see a lot of opportunities, but the opportunity is such that it's not so much sorting out the housing shortage. It also means that there's a lot of jobs. People will have incomes. People will have the security of work for the next 20 to 30 years purely from the availability of jobs. The trouble is we don't have enough construction workers. We need another 30,000. But along with the other 30,000 construction workers, we need something like many thousand more carpet layers, renovators, landscapers, planners, and real estate agents, and bank finance and lawyers, and so the whole thing goes right on. So what we've got is an opportunity for the next 20 years of employment. Infrastructure is on the increase, like widening of motorways, the light rail link from the airport through to downtown, then the undergrounds and widening of all the developments around Auckland. This means opportunities, jobs, and everything else. Auckland needs help to build more construction. The Kiwi Build plan is way off track at the moment. They've only built something like about 18 properties for the 10,000 needed just for this year alone. It's a long way off target, and in fact, to be able to build enough accommodation for the million people in the next 15 years, investors are needed to help develop this. So come on board, do your part, and Ronovationz will help you make sure that you're not going to lose your shirt, simply because we have the experience. And if you probably heard in an earlier video, we have something like 400 couples within the Ronovationz membership who are lifetime members, and they own something like about 18 to 1900 properties amongst themselves individually, which equates to a value of about over $1 billion in the central Auckland suburbs. Come on board, we can help you be part of the team. There's just so much information that I'm happy to share with. Come along to our next seminar. We have seminars every 2 months, 5 times a year, and you can be there to personally ask your own questions, work out your why. We're here to help you as well. Invest in yourself is the most important thing. So grab that opportunity, don't waste it. We're there to help.